it's me, Melissa Howley, and I'm back with another makeup tutorial for you. This one's going to be short and sweet because I'm just concentrating on the eye look. If you want to know what I'm wearing for lip color, because I don't cover that in the video, I am wearing a layer of Bombshell, followed by a layer of Love It, and then one more layer of Bombshell. So that's the lips for today. But anyway, this is not about lips. This is about the eyes because ShadowSense is an amazing product. I absolutely love it. I have never found a cream shadow that worked well with me without having it crease and just be a big mess. So I just want to make sure that you guys know how to use these properly and also see this amazing look. I love it. So if you like this eye makeup look, then please comment below and let me know so I can do more of these for you. But also keep watching so you can see how I did it. Bye guys.
For today's transition color, we're going to be using Mulberry. Now I always start right in the crease with a nice fluffy brush. What's great about a fluffy brush is that it is going to diffuse those edges, and that's a really big deal when it's talking about your transition color because you don't want any harsh edges. You really want it to kind of fade out into just your natural skin color. So again, I always start with windshield wiper motions right in that crease area, and then once I have hardly any product left on my brush, you'll see me doing circular motions, bringing that up. So again, just really blending it out. And spend a good amount of time doing this, guys. You want to make sure that you have a really great blend because this is, again, setting the stage for the rest of your eye look. And if you're not happy with the results here, you're not going to be happy with your finished results later. So I'm just going to finish off that eye again. I just go back and forth. I think I actually added a little bit more color in the crease. And again, when you're dealing with a cream to powder product, you do want to make sure that you layer the color on versus putting a lot on in the beginning. It's going to be a lot more difficult to work with. So start off with just a little bit on your brush and you can always build upon that. And that's what's great about these products is that they're very buildable and easy to work with. So now, as you can see, I'm using a more of a tapered brush and I'm coming in with my next color, which is Pink Posey, which is a darker kind of rosy pink color. And in here, I'm concentrating a little more on the outer edge and then also within the crease. So I'm not going to take this up as high as I did for the Mulberry. I want this to fade into the Mulberry. And then I'm just going to do that on both sides. And again, kind of just blending that in, but making sure it's a little bit deepest in the outer corners. All right, next I'm going to go in with Snow, which is this really pretty white ShadowSense. And I'm going to bring it onto my lid, but also I'm going to have it right in my inner corner to really brighten up the eye. It's also going to make your eyes look a little bit further apart and widen them. So it'll give you more of an awake look. And then actually, as you can see, this white is turning to gray. What did I do? Oh no! Yeah, that was a big, big old oops. This is what happens when you use a dirty brush. So guys, make sure you're using clean brushes. And actually, ShadowSense does have an amazing brush cleaner product, so if you'd like me to show you how I do clean my brushes, I am happy to do that. But here I'm just kind of wiping away the product to fix this big old mistake. So again, because it's a cream and I just had applied it, it's actually really easy just to wipe it away. And then to fix it, make sure that area does not have any of that gray that I added, I'm going back in with Pink Posey. And I'm just actually deepening up that color a little bit. So it's a little darker than I had originally intended, but in the end, I actually like it better this way, so it worked out well. So after we finish fixing our oops, we're going to go back in with Snow, again, as our inner corner highlight and also as our lid color. So we'll just bring up Snow again. Here we go. And I'm actually using, this time, a clean pencil brush. So a lot of times, especially when I'm dealing with the inner corner, I like to use a pencil brush to really become more precise in my placement. Also, sometimes when I'm working with darker colors, I'll use a very small pencil brush and then use a fluffier brush to blend it out, again, just to make sure that I'm placing the product exactly where I want it. So now that Snow is placed where I want it, I'm going back in with that same more tapered brush that I used for the Pink Posey, and I'm just blending the Pink Posey into the white. So it's going to actually make that white not be quite as a stark white, it's going to give it more of a pink. As we kind of complete some of the blending process. So I'm just, again, going back with the white, the Snow, over on my other eye, placing it where I want it, brighten up that inner corner, And again, I like to do this with a pencil brush. And then once I have those where I want it, I kind of just, especially when you're dealing with a light color and a darker shade on your lid, it's kind of, I go back and forth between two brushes to make sure that they blend well with each other and also gives me the colors that I want. So just kind of go back and forth until you find what you like. All right, I want to deepen up that outer corner again. So this time I'm going in with a shade called Garnet. Garnet is more like a brownish tone, and I love it for that outer corner. I'm also going to put a little bit more into my crease. And I'm using, again, a pencil brush, but you'll see that I'm going to want to blend that out with a fluffier brush so that it's not quite so apparent that it's there. Now, one thing's great about the ShadowSense, if you're not familiar with this product, is that it is a cream to powder, so it is going to set itself. It's going to stay all day long too. Most of ShadowSense's makeup is long-lasting makeup wear, and it also contains Senaplex, the Senaplex Complex, which is that magic anti-aging feature that helps increase cell renewal. So it just makes it so that your body is creating new skin cells and bringing them to the surface faster than it normally would, which is definitely going to help you with giving you the appearance of less wrinkles and just younger skin. If you're wondering what brushes I'm using, most of the brushes I use are Morphe brushes, and I just fell in love with them years ago. But you guys, you don't have to use high-end expensive brushes. Morphe is actually very affordable. You can also find things right from the drugstore. You can go and even, I like some of these e.l.f. brushes are really great too. So I wouldn't worry too much on the name brand for your brushes, but I would look for brushes in different size. That's what you're going to really want when you're creating your eye looks, is fluffy brushes, then like a more tapered brush, and then a smaller brush, and that's how you can blend things out. Now you could stop here with applying the colors, but if you're planning to go out for the evening, or if you just want to smoke it out a bit, you can add Onyx, which is ShadowSense's Black ShadowSense color. Now trust me, a little bit goes a long way when we're talking with Onyx. So be very sparingly. You can always add more later. And again, I'm going in with a very small pencil brush with a very small amount. And then once I have that kind of place in a V in my outer corner, I'm just blending that in with that medium tapered size brush. So just back and forth and just really make sure that it's blending out well right into that garnet area, and then you also have your Posey mulberry in there. And then I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. Again, just a tiny bit is all you need. And I'm making kind of that V over on the other side of my outer corner. And then I'm going to blend that out. Again, back and forth, and circular motions are my favorite ways to blend. Now that I've blended that out, I'm just going to go back in with my original brush, that big fluffy brush, and just make sure that that transition color and all the other colors that you've layered into it are not having any stark lines. I'm just going to blend that out. And then I'm going to, on a pencil brush, take a little bit of that pink Posey and just run it underneath my lash line, and that's going to help kind of give some definition to your lower lash, but also connect it into that shading that you have in your outer corner. For eyeliner, I'm going to use Onyx. Again, ShadowSense can be your eyeliner, which is actually amazing, guys, because that means you have a tons of shades that you can use for your eyeliner if you have a nice full collection of ShadowSense colors. So for me, I'm going to do a wing, and I always start off with the tail of the wing. And actually about a month ago, I gave myself a challenge to stop stretching my eyelid when I apply my eyeliner. And I gotta say, it was pretty hard to break it, but I definitely encourage you guys to try it, because that skin around your eye is very sensitive, and that's pretty much where you're going to see first signs of aging. And I mean, the thing that attracted me most to ShadowSense is the whole anti-aging properties of these products. So why not try to make it so that the way I apply my eyeliner isn't actually going against that. So anyway, that's my challenge for you guys. Comment below if you accepted it and if you tried it out. If you are also somebody who would hold their eye when they put on eyeliner. Now for me, I'm just, again, starting with the outer wing, and then I will just kind of connect that up from the line toward like the middle of my eye, and then I'll go from the inner corner to that middle of my eye. And then with Onyx, if you want it to be a really dark black, you can just layer that on top of each other. So I like to sometimes just go right over it again to get that really dark black look. If you are having problems creating wings, or if this is just intimidating for you and you'd like to see a more in-depth tutorial on just how I apply my eyeliner, let me know in the comments as well. I would be happy to do that if you guys would like to see that. Now for my lashes, I'm going to coat them with our black mascara. Now our mascara is a waterproof mascara, and I love it because of the fact that it's not going to bleed, especially this summer. I use it quite a bit, and my kids tend to always splash at me or do water play, so I'm definitely all about the waterproof mascara. But if you are somebody who does not like it, usually that's because they can be really difficult to get off. We have a product called Fruits Remover, and it is super easy to get off this product with that item. What's great is it also doesn't irritate the eye. So I definitely encourage you guys to try that out if you have been staying away from waterproof mascaras, because this one's really, really nice. It's got a really good formula, it's easy to apply, and it doesn't clump on your lashes. So again, you want to always make sure that you start from the root, kind of wiggling that around left and right, and then move that up to the ends of your eyelashes. And then I'm just going to do a very small coating on my lower lash line as well. Now you could end the look there, or if you want to amp it up, there's always false lashes. I'm using House of Lashes Starlet, which is one of my favorites. And for glue, I'm just using Duo Glue, which you can get pretty much at any drugstore. For the House of Lashes, I actually just purchased them right off of Amazon, although you can also get them directly from their website. And then the trick to your lashes is to, when you put glue on them, you don't need to actually put a lot, and you want to make sure that it dries a little bit before you actually apply them to your lids. So usually about 30 seconds until the glue becomes tacky. Otherwise, if it's very wet, you're going to have a hard time getting those guys to sit still. So I always like to start off by placing it right in the center of my eye with my fingers, and then I will just move using tweezers to adjust the outer and inner lashes to where I want them to go. And then I usually will just kind of press them together so they're as close to my lashes as possible. You don't actually want them on your lash. Otherwise, when you take them off, you could actually damage your lashes. So you want it to be on the skin right behind them, but as close as possible so that they're not noticeable. I know it can be kind of intimidating with lashes if you're not used to them, but trust me, once you've done it a few times, it's really simple, and you can do it much quicker than curling your eyelashes and trying to make them perfect with mascara. And there they are. And that's the finished eye look, guys. I hope you like it. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. And please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, guys. Bye.